Welcome back to my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you for always supporting. And for all of my new subscribers, welcome. And I am very happy that you are here to join me on my journey. It's been a journey. Anyhow, I got a lot of great stuff today, including Liz Cheney has been on my mind. And so I kind of asked the universe what that's about. So hang out. I think you'll be really interested in that. And yes, we all want to know if Trump is going to be indicted or taken in. So I'm going to do a remote view on that, and I'm going to throw some cards on that to see if we can get at least some good, solid answers. We'll see. All right. Stay tuned. Okay, before we go into any of this, just remember a little bit of this is a little controversial. And a warning, we are talking about the Bible and some religious stuff. So if you're sensitive about that, fast forward it. And my girl who time stamps everything, thank you. I appreciate you. Yes. Okay, so I know this first one is a little controversial. It is. And mind you, I was raised Mormon. I know about the Bible. I lived it, all of that. So I am coming from a place of knowledge about this. Now, in our country right now, the conservatives are trying to ban books. And we know why they're trying to ban books, is they don't want the history of any, like some of the books that were banned, like in Texas and in Florida. One is racism, anti-racism, and you. The other one is Anne Frank's diary. Come on. They don't want to learn about that, right? You don't want to learn what she went through, or that the Holocaust was horrible, right? Women, Wonder Woman Unbound. They don't want to give power to women, for sure. Girls of the Cabal. Yep, can't have that story either. It's perfectly normal. And this one is the changing of the bodies and things like that. Oh, no. Let's not teach the girls what happens when a man shows up and your body has been violated. Don't let her know nothing. The less she knows, the more we can control her. Yeah, those kind of things. And there's tons more of books. If you want to go and look at the list of all of the books that are banned in Texas and in Florida, just Google them, and there's a huge list. The Hurricane Child, The Handmaid's Tale. Oh, God forbid anybody reads The Handmaid's Tale. So there's a lot to that. So the reason why I'm starting off with this, and now they're kind of reversing it a little, and in Utah, they're trying to let them see the hypocrisy of their thinking. They're going to try to ban underneath their rules and their regulations and what a book can and cannot say. A Bible cannot be in schools. It would affect young children because of all of the stories and the things that are in there. We all know that. I don't think a child should know about the Bible until they're 18 years old, until they can read it themselves and then choose for themselves. I don't think a child should ever hear anything about the Bible other than maybe that it exists, but it should never be read to a child. I think that's something that all children, when they get to 18 years old, get to pick their own spirituality. They can watch, they can observe, they can ask questions as child, but I don't think it should be like drilled into them. Me, I was raised Mormon. Every Monday morning. And actually, it wasn't every Monday morning. It was every Monday night we had family home evening. And every single morning, we got up really early before school, before anybody had to go to school or work, and we had to read the Bible or the Book of Mormon. That was our indoctrination. There was no other books being read, no variety, no anything else. It was just that we had to wake up and know. And the reason why is because the church told my mother that's the way it should be. That's how you raise good children, right? Well, if that was true, 50 years ago, we would have perfect people nowadays, but we don't. What we have today is the fallout of all of this indoctrination into this church, into this Bible, and all of that stuff. Now, if you have the Bible and you love it, great. It is a choice that you are making. If you go to church, great, wonderful. That is a choice that you are making. And that should be completely separate as to how you behave and work around other people. I know I'm on my soapbox, but the reading that I'm going to be doing on this is literally, will they ban the Bible in Utah? In all places, Utah. Will that work? So let's do that. I'm going to light me some incense first. If I can get my lighter to work. Ah, fire. Woo! One of my favorite elements is fire. No, I'm not a pyromaniac, but I do love fire. And I love the sound of wind. And of course, I love water. And of course, I love the plants. I like them all. Earth. The fire is one of my favorites because I think it's beautiful. All right, here we go. I want to see what's up with that. See how far they get with it. See what's going to happen around that. You want to read up more about it? Go to Utah. Bible banning. And the whole story is there for you to get more educated about. You have the hiccups, of course. And I'm trying to talk. I have the hiccups. But here we go. I just heard Bible and pain equals pain. I just literally heard that. I don't know where that came from, but Bible equals pain. That's weird. Giving and receiving and sharing. Maybe this Bible was meant from the get-go, like somebody had a great thought. Like, hey, maybe we should, write this. It's a good story, blah, blah, blah. And then it turned into people who are, this one right here is the success, public recognition, right? Get it out there. It started to be used as bad. The kings and the queens. Oh, devil heads it. Sorry for the people who love the Bible. I don't know what to tell you anymore, but I don't want this to become in my comment section. Sheila, I can't believe you're talking bad about the Bible. I don't want that. I really don't. But I want to hit this head on. There's a problem. If the Bible was producing wonderful and great people, we would have a wonderful and great country, people, earth, everything. It's been around too long for it not to produce evidence of what everybody claims it to be. Just saying, the evidence is not supporting what they're trying to tell us and what they're trying to do. It's being rewritten, changed, doctrinated, all kinds of stuff. It's been manipulated. So that's just something to look at. Hardworking, coming into this whole thing, looking at this and working it to their benefits. Going forward, and childhood. Get the children into this. Childhood memories. Get them indoctrinated. Get those things going. Make sure that they know that they have to be subservient to men, subservient to this world. Make sure women know the only reason why they're here is to have babies. They are the baby machine. We do it in livestock. We're going to do it with us as well. This is how we have babies. This is how we populate the earth. So you better make sure that those women know that that's the only reason why they're here. They can't do anything other than bear children and raise them. And money. Tons of money. Man, those churches rake it in. How many pastors do you know that live in multi-million-dollar homes? Shouldn't they be living in shacks? I mean, moderate homes? All of that money going to the people instead of to their pockets? I don't know about that. Future planning, of course. Strength, power, energy, action, courage. Woo. Ending. I do believe that the last one is fighting over it. The fighting and then the teamwork. So I do think that they do get it. I do think they're heading towards that way. I mean, ending in death really does have a strong indication that it's the end of an era, that you can bring the Bible into a school setting or have it around a child. I mean, I would honestly be on that side. I'd be on that team where it says you cannot read this to a child unless and until they are 18 years old. It is too graphic, too many horrible stories. Death, destruction, incest, marital affairs, all of it is in there. And a child should never hear any of those stories as if that was okay, right? The Bible's supposed to be lifted up in something that they want. This is how you live your life. Well, how come there's incest in there? Is that how we're supposed to live our life? I know I'm on a soapbox. Please understand where I'm going with this the most. Yes, this is controversial. So the next thing up is woke. You know how long they've been trying to really make that word nasty, dirty, right? They've been trying to really, really make it a cuss word. And every time, especially when I'm on social media, TikTok, whatever, I'm on TikTok, so you don't have to. I think Finn, anyways, I also watched the TikTok 4 hours or 5 hours or whatever they were trying to do with him. Anyways, that was ridiculous. However, woke. I will always say, yes, I am woke. I will never, ever fall away from going, yeah, woke it is. We are woke. That's the reason why we're not putting up with that. Yeah, so I want to see how far woke is in our country, how far they keep I know that we are the majority, but I want to see how far this opening, eye-opening, heart-opening, mind-opening is in our country. I want to see that by what the cards have to say. They keep on seeing the stars and the planets and the alignment. Like it's like telling me that this world became awoke with life once everything was aligned. It's exactly what the story just told me. And that is what we are in right now, is we are woke and everything is starting to get together and line up so that it can start life again, continue on with life. We have to have this rearrangement, just like the planets went through burning and lava and earthquakes and tsunamis and just turmoil on this earth in order for it to become woke enough to have life on it. Isn't that interesting? Interesting when you ask a question to the universe and what you get back. But let's see how far we are. Let's see how far we are. Courage, test of faith. First card up, courage and test of faith. What's over us? The new beginning. The Fool, taking it down, taking it back, gathering all of our senses, going on a new journey. Underneath, heartbreak. Of course, we have to go through heartbreak to get there. The loss is substantial. And here's something else. The separation is not our fault. We invited everybody in to come with us into the light, into being awoke, into awareness. We've never left anybody behind or never not offered it to them. The separation is not our fault. The separation lies with those who are not willing to move forward in life, thinking, everything. Like it's not your fault, but they are not willing. But we have extended the hand. Come with me, I will show you the way. Come with me, I'll show you what I've done. They've always been invited. Page of Pentacles, manifesting. So a lot of light workers have been manifesting a brand new, wonderful world. However, even this manifester, even this light worker, really just did it because I had faith that it was going to happen. But little did I know, and possibly I may have hesitated if I knew, that destruction also has to come in order for us to move forward. Something has to die in order for something to be alive. And here we are. Inviting, remember I was just talking about that, inviting everybody to come with us. Everybody was invited. Everybody was invited. The burden of knowledge that we have upon us. Ace of Swords, cutting through the BS, as I always say. Ace of Swords is always my BS cutter, you know, or separation, or cord cutting. Ooh, that one came a little sharp. Cord cutting. Wow. So this is where we have to start cutting the cords from the old to the new. That's exactly where I'm at. Who I was even 5 years ago is gone. That personality, that woman, whatever, she's gone. Something new in here is emerging, and it feels exciting and great and wonderful, and I'm for it, and I keep on going towards it. Once it happens, we're going to be able to rest. All of the turmoil is going to rest. It's going to die down. I know. Everybody just said, when, Sheila, when? I don't know. I'm not in charge of that part. I'm not in charge of that one. Because it would have been like, 2 or 3 years ago, or even 6 months after Orange Cheeto got into presidency. But we had to go through it. Temperance shows up. I love it when temperance shows up. Temperance is that management, the accommodation, the moderate, the economy, that temper, like temper the flame, temper the atmosphere, temper the thoughts, temper the emotions, temper the anger. Temperance, temper. So that definitely is coming. It's the outcome. We have to walk away from what we used to do. We have to leave it behind. I know. The withdrawal, the disappointment of leaving all of them behind. I also have family members and things of that nature that I have to leave behind. Cut that cord and leave behind. Now this is where we're becoming very difficult. And this may be the reason why the resistance of going forward has happened, is because we are resistant and letting that go, leaving them behind. They were offered the same opportunity as we were. They just did not take it. And sometimes our indoctrination, which they planned on, through that we do not leave family, we do not, we have to stay with them. And the truth is we don't. We don't. Let go of the resistance, let go of the reins, and allow whatever is supposed to show up which is 10 times better than what we've been doing. Allow it to show up, and let's be there. Abundance and luxury is headed our way. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, the nurturing, the practical. So these cards are telling me that there's a lot more people at this than we think they're. We're just quiet, right? Well, not me, but I mean, some people are. They're just quiet and they're going along with us and they're agreeing with us. They're agreeing more than they're disagreeing. So this is important. Even if you change one or two thoughts in somebody's head that was against us and now they're for us, that will grow within their mind and in their spirit, just like it does with us. Every great and wonderful thought that we think forward will grow inside of us. It's just the way of it. So yeah, stay woke and tell everybody you're woke. And don't allow them to make it into a cuss word. Okay, so now I'm going to remote view Trump. I'm not going to remote view Trump necessarily. I'm going to remote view all of the legal around him. Okay, remote viewing Trump is like getting into the swamp, and it's just all you smell is the bog, right? I don't know. I'm not getting much from him because there's no truth around him or swirling within him. But I am going to do it from around, like out exterior and watching from within. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I'm going to take a deep breath. Okay, here we go. All right, all I can do is tell you. So the first thing up, I see track lighting along the sidewalk. You know how when you walk up to somebody's house and they have that track lighting on the walkway going up to the house? Except for this one is to a courthouse. Like there's track lighting going into a big courthouse. I don't know which courthouse, but this is a great big, huge building of a courthouse. And it goes right up the rails, into the front door it goes. That's the track lighting that I see. And now I see, I don't know what these people are. It's switching back and forth to military people, to police officers, I think it is. It's like I see a picture of boop, boop, boop. Like, I don't know what this means, but they're all starting to line up along the track lighting. I just heard somebody off in the distance. We're going to get enough evidence to put him away for a very long time. I'm done playing with this guy. Do not pull the trigger unless we can keep him for a very long time. I don't want to piecemeal this. That's what I keep on hearing. I don't know if that's Jack Smith. I don't know if he's or the DOJ, or you know who I'm talking about, Merrick Garland, or whatever is talking to everybody. But that's what I just heard. The grass is getting greener and greener and greener. This may be closer to more spring or summertime. Maybe that's an indication of it, or the color green is a green light. Like it's green and then it gets greener and greener. Maybe it's a green light to go and do what they need to do. I don't understand this scene. So I'm going to try to get up and out of that and try to get some more. All right, let me go all the way to Manhattan, to New York. See what's going on there. Seeing if there's anything I can see. There's a grid over top of him. I don't know why there's a grid over top of him. Maybe that's protection. There's a grid, like a net, a grid over top of the DA's, the office, the whole thing. There's a grid or a net over top of it. I wonder why that is. Safety, probably. Protection. Yeah, because there's arrows hitting the grid and they're bouncing off. The arrows are bouncing off. So they're protecting them. I just literally saw the threat to them. The threat is huge. Like, I just saw in a globe, like a snow globe, and a devil face, evil devil face is like surrounding the snow globe. That's how huge the threat is to them. Oh. He breaks the netting and opens up the netting and walks through. Like, I'm not afraid of you. He walks through with paperwork. I'm not afraid of you. Well, there's that. All right, I'm going to go down to Georgia. They're getting the same threats. They're getting the same threats. They're huge threats. Whew. I just saw a dog barking and it went to the end of its chain and it stopped. So they're able to stop them. They have a barrier. They have some sort of restraint on the threat. The people or things or whoever it is, the entity that is giving the threats, they have a chain on them right now, stopping them, especially down in Georgia. Okay. Jack Smith. He's the one. When I catch him, I'm not going to let him go. When I catch him, he's going to stay for a while. He's not going to do this in and out. When I get him, he's going down. He's going to know. He's going to know exactly what happened. I don't want to ever, ever, ever be able to not put him away for a long time. That's what he's saying. We'll deal with that. Everybody keeps on saying, well, what about the unrest in the country? We'll deal with that. We can deal with that. We'll handle it. Whatever happens, happens. That's what he's yelling at these people. He's really, really frustrated. And he's really determined. I wouldn't say angry, but this is a determined man, focused, hyper-focused. He keeps on talking to all of his people, like people that he's coming in, and he's talking to like people, I don't know, his coworkers or the judges or whatever it is that is in his peripheral of people he talks to. He's literally talking to them and saying, I'm not playing. If you're not going to convict this, I'm not going that way. We're going to do something substantial. We're going to do something big. We're going to do something that works. So he's literally on that path. I think he was the one that was yelling. And I feel it. I feel it here. Like, they want to lock him down. They are so angry with him. Well, determined, I should say. I think they've harnessed their anger into more determination. The more Trump does, the more determined they get. And I see the grass turning greener as well. So I don't know if it's springtime or summertime or green is go, the more it turns go, or the greener they're getting, the more they're getting the green light to do this. They have the whole country on alert. I'm coming out. All right. That was an interesting journey now, wasn't it? Everybody's very determined. And here's another feeling, and I don't know where this comes from. It's almost like the Republicans are wanting us to take care of their dirty work. They're waiting for us to pounce so that they don't have to look like the bad people against the base, because they know how bad the base is. They don't want to lose any supporters. So we have to be on Trump's side, but they push until we do something. It reminds me of those couples where the man doesn't want to be in the relationship anymore, so he starts misbehaving really bad, not calling, not texting, all that, and forces the woman to break up with him so that he doesn't have to do it. That's the kind of scenario that it reminds me. Let's get some cards going. Okay, let me get my situationals out. Let me see what my situationals have to say about Trump. Criminal. Maybe we'll hear something good. Divine Feminine, Nightlife, Gamble, Take the Risk. Those are encouraging. Triggers, Name, Cars, Places, Gathering Information. Family, Blood Ties, Inner Circle. Remember I did a remote before that they were going to circle Trump. Everybody that was close to him, that they were going to just touch and get into everybody. Remember I told you that? They're doing that right here and right now. Pregnancy. They have enough. They have what they need. Pregnancy. Positive. Bounty hunter. Those are good signs. Archangel, protection. Some people would like to say protection over Trump. But this is under the nightlife, gambling, taking a risk, meaning that it's right underneath that. So gambling and taking the risk. People who are wanting to that are getting threatened also have the archangels around them and protecting them. So that's underneath that one. Under trigger is waves of emotions. Waves of emotions. This is a country that is getting absolutely emotional over it. What about the families? Anchor, chains, weighed down. The family, people around him, weighing it down. Oh, that's probably what a lot of the delays are. Plugged, tune into the internet. The entertainment, tune into the internet. And then we have bounty hunter. Let's see what supports the bounty hunter. Alien. Alien is something different, something new, something out of the ordinary. Alien. And then threatened. Roller coaster, threatening. The roller coaster of the threat of this country. We're going to go up and down on this. Oh. Oh. My excitement. But look at this. Look at the last two cards. So it tells us a little bit of our journey, up and down with the threat, the waves of emotion, going around everybody that he's there. Tune into the internet. Alien, meaning a lot of other people that they need to talk to, and the bounty hunter. He's looking for all of the aliens around him, all the people we don't know about around him. And after all of this mess, and this is going on right here, right now, we have anxiety. Look at that guy. Scare tactics, anxiety, and then we get lockdown. Mental confusion, confined. Let's get it done. We would love to hurry up spirit in the universe to get things done faster, but can we? Okay, the next one up, I'm going to look and see if Trump's base in Florida, how are they doing with DeSatan? Or how's DeSatan's base in Florida doing with Trump? There's just a contrast down there. There's both DeSatan's and Trump's base, and they're going to clash. It's nice to be on the other side and watch them just. I mean, it's one thing to have Democrats and Republicans as but to have Republicans upon Republicans, and they're mean, vicious people. Generally. Not all of them, if that's what you want to hear from me, but generally. So they're not going to play nice to each other. No, they're not. So let's see how Trump's base is dealing with all of the rhetoric around DeSatan in Florida. I'm using my situations. Spontaneous pop-up. This is unexpected for them. Poison. Unexpected poison for them. Popping up everywhere. The fights are starting to ignite. He's the navigator, the negotiator, beginning. The gossip is starting. The families, their inner circles are starting to talk. Magnetic. That's an interesting one under pop-up. Magnetic and pop-up. The magnet. Oh, they're getting energized. An unexplained pull. They're getting energized within the conversations. And the poison is taking a grip. The poison is taking a grip on them. They're anchoring them. Oh, what's under the cleansing, cleansing. That's interesting. I don't understand what the cleansing is, or the bargaining is beginning. So the cleansing, maybe the separation. The separation has started. Oh, okay. Separation is started. What's under gossip? Ooh, desire, lust. The gossip, the desire, and the lust, they're really getting into the gossip and going through there. I wonder what's under family. Family and children. I don't know what that really means. Let me throw another clarifier on top of that one. Bounty hunter with the children and the family. Lockdown. Talking about the lockdown. Talking about Trump going to prison. Some are wishing it and hoping it. It's probably to Satan's. And the other ones are projecting it. The commitment, the long term, we're here for the long haul. And then tragedy. I do think Florida, we're in for a show there. I mean, all over, but Florida especially, because Florida people really like their Satan and their Trump. And right now they can't have both. Okay. Okay, so early this morning, in that twilight, when I don't know anybody else, so I'm speaking to spirit a lot in my twilight. Like right before when I'm waking up a little bit and I don't want to get out of bed yet, I kind of fall back into spirit. What do we got for the day? And I just had that conversation, that twilight. As I'm getting that talking about that, I was asking about the investigation. How is the investigation going for January 6th with Trump? I just wanted to see what Spirit had to say. And Liz Cheney's name came through. I was like, why is Liz here? And the impression I got is she is working doubly hard behind the scenes because she put together a report to give to the investigators. Like, she's on the phone with Jack Smith almost every day. Yeah, you got to get this guy too. We interviewed this guy, and this is what he said, and this is where he's going with this, and this is what he's doing with that. She is still on the job. I felt it. I know it. She is still there. So I wanted to throw some cards with that information about Liz Cheney. And so is the other guy, whatever, I forget what his name is. Both of them. They haven't let this go, and Liz Cheney will not. She's a Leo, honey. I love me some Leo energy when it comes to this. They're like bulldogs. Well, once they bite, they're not letting go unless they want to. So let's throw some cards on that. Liz Cheney. Ooh, I got the abundance. Her with the abundance of information, the abundance of the report. Remember, I don't know how long people have been here with me that are watching this right now, but a while back, remember I said that Liz Cheney was gathering information. In one of my remotes, she's gathering information, and it's coming up one more time that she is gathering the information, that was the reason for the report. That's the reason why she was documenting everything. The mysterious, the secrets behind the scenes, the secrets behind the scenes. Yes. Ooh, she's cutting through the BS. This is a lie. This is the truth. That's a lie. This is the truth. This is what they did under oath. This is what they said. This is all of it. Folly. Now this, the fool, the folly, the frenzy. That's what comes up around this, the frenzy, her full, like, you let me go, I'm gonna go this way now. The hard work, the future planning and the progress. Oh, honey. Oh, and she's also the opportunity. The opportunity. She's back there. Success. She's being very, very successful. So Jack Smith has had Liz Cheney on his side the whole time, in his ear, with the evidence, with all of that. I just feel it. I just know it. I just know it. She's bringing to light all the things that they have, and she is heading for justice. She is also back there saying, I don't want this man to see another. When we catch him, we want to lock him up for good. Look what he has done to my country. Well, she's mad. Mad. And she's got some really powerful people behind her. The Hierophant and the Empress. She has some really powerful people on her side. Wow. Yep. That are giving her every leeway that she has. Anyways, thanks everyone for showing up. That was interesting. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time. Thanks.